store, and he got
Okay,
his
we're
groceries.
fine. As long
And then
as you don't kill yourself trying to do it.
I try not to. And then the manager was like, would you like me to help you get into your car? And the old man said, sure. And so then, the manager put his
Groceries.
groceries in the old man's car, and then the old man was in the driver's seat, and the manager was like, should I close the door? And the old man said no, but he did it anyway.
This time she died at door. I'm proud of you. You made it like 5 more words.
Okay, I'll try again. Okay,
No,
so
you're
an
gonna
old
kill
man.
yourself.
No, honey,
No.
no.
It's good.
Honey,
Honey,
no.
no,
Okay.
honey, no.
And so an old man went to a grocery store and he got his groceries.
My game
And
crashed.
then the manager said,
Oh, he said.
I mean,
okay, so then an old man went to a grocery store and the manager said,
Is the manager depressed?
does he sell weed?
How many
Yes.
grams, my boy?
Okay, so an old man, an
Yes.
old man
How
went
many
to a-
pounds?
Okay, then I'll change the story again. The old man went to a grocery store and he got some groceries. And the manager said, would you like some weed?
Raptors.
No, he got some weed in the groceries.
Okay, fine. So then the old man went to a grocery store and he got some weed. And then
Do you like those groceries packs?
okay, so an old man went to a grocery store. And then the manager was like, would you like
I
me to
need a
help you?
pharmacist.
And so the old man went to a grocery store and he was like, and then the
Got any
manager.
McDonald's?
Okay, okay, you guys are just making me laugh at this
Number
point.
9 to number 9.
Can
And
you
number
see the
4.
backyard?
Your racist dad.
Did you say something about racist dad?
Yeah, Josh's dad is racist.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead and tell them all the stories.
Then one time,
I think
Josh's
you'll
dad
own it.
was in public and he got some coffee from McDonald's and he said something about his coffee being black and like the register being.
Yeah, what can it be white coffee, huh? You racist or something?
And then another time,
No,
his
he said
dad
something
saw
else.
an African American in public, right? And then he was like, "Where's your own?"
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm sorry. So, and then the old man went to a grocery store and he got some groceries, and then the manager said, "Would you like me to help
And then
you
he
put the
commented
groceries
at
in
the
his
manager,
car?"
"Where's your owner?"
We're killing Zoe, don't.
Oh my god.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it to her funeral. I'm too lazy. Just kidding.
Oh, why? You got your foot stuck in the car?
I swear if that happens, I'm gonna sue you both.
That would be funny. Send me a picture.
Manager comes
Okay,
up to
I'll
you.
be right back.
I'm gonna report Zoe for laughing too much. Report. Okay.
Reported.
Report teamwork, cheating, spam, inactivity, or abusive chat, or griefing.
Abusive chatting.
Abusive chat. Take him up. I'm laughing because she can't finish her own story.
I know.
And can I report her from party? Dang it. I can kick, but that's not gonna help. I like how she's broadcasting. Does she know this?
She's probably. Nani?
Does she know she's broadcasting?
Oh, she?
I'm gonna tell her when she gets back. I don't think she knows. Yeah, what up, Zoe? YouTubers, whatever it is. I think this girl's high. She can't finish her own story. Yo, make up a stupid story real quick. I dare you.
Okay,
Okay.
so.
Yo,
Oh.
Zoe, before you even speak, just
Uh-huh.
let you know you're broadcasting.
I know I'm broadcasting.
Oh, then you just made
Well, no, I
yourself
wanna
look
watch this.
stupid.
Okay,
Exactly.
so, what's it called? Okay, so an old man went to a grocery store.
And she already died. Good job.
No, because of what you
We'll
said.
write
What
on
you
your
said. The
gravestone.
manager is
Died
like
because
black,
she
and
couldn't finish a story.
and he commented where.
Where's your owner?
Okay, so an old man went to a
I
grocery store.
swear, if you're oh crap, you're posting this on YouTube,
Yes.
everybody's gonna think you're high.
Hey, I'll watch it. I'll even
Totally
like
high.
it. Yeah.
I'm watching it right
Okay,
now.
so then an old man went to a grocery store, okay? And so then, he was getting groceries, and the manager asked him, do you need help putting those groceries in your car?
Stop looking at diva stuff.
And the
Okay,
old
let me
man
look
was
for an
like,
old
"Yeah,
man.
let me tell you a story." So this old man, he was walking out the grocery.
And they gave me some weed. Oh
Mhm.
crap, I sneezed, sorry.
Okay, so
You
an
just
old
inhale
man.
your mic.
Okay, so an old man was going to a grocery store, and he got some groceries. And then the manager said, "Would you like some help putting the
You're saying
groceries
it really
in your
fast.
car?" I know, because I'm trying not to laugh.
She's trying to
Because
make
I haven't
sure she's
even
not
gotten
laughing.
past whenever his leg was sticking straight out of the car.
And you're already laughing.
And you still haven't passed it.
Okay.
You didn't even
so,
get to the part, and you just said it, and you're laughing.
Yeah.
So an old
Yeah,
man went
what
to a
is up
grocery
with
store.
this yellow Ryanhart? He looks freaking like a
Okay, fine.
banana dipped in
Okay, so
something
then
red.
an old man went to a grocery store and he got some groceries. And then the manager said, "Would you like me to help you get those groceries in your car?" And the old man
No.
said, "Sure." And so then the manager put his groceries in his car.
She's
And
about to
then
bust.
the manager said,
Okay, say
he
Zoe.
said,
Hmm?
She's about to bust, watch out.
okay, I'm trying not to really hard. Okay, so then he said,
She's trying not
"Would
to
you
really
like
hard.
me?"
I'm
Yeah, I'm trying not to really hard. Okay, so I'm trying. Oh, never mind. Okay, so then the manager said, "Would you like me to close the door?" And the old man said, "No," because his leg.
Bruh, you got to know, and you're just dead.
Okay, try this again. So an old man went to a grocery store. Someone commented, that's fun. Okay, so an old man went to a grocery store. And then he was like, he got some groceries.
He was like,
And
what?
then, I'm sorry, I'm on my phone, so I'm like kind of distracted. But an old man went to a grocery store. And he said, the manager asked him, "Would you like me to help you get those groceries in your car?" And the old man said, "Sure." So then they went to his car, and the manager, like, put his groceries in his car. And then he said, whenever the old man was in the driver's seat, the manager said, "Would you like me to close the door?" And the old man said no, because his leg was sticking out.
I swear
And
you're
wow,
gonna be
you got to the leg sticking out. I'm proud of you.
Hey, at least you come to something without
Okay.
dying. You haven't died yet. That's good.
Okay, so then old man went to a grocery store. And the manager was like, "Would you like me to help you get those groceries in your car?" And the old man said, "Sure." So then whenever the manager put the groceries in his car, the manager said, "Would you like me to close the door?" And the old man said no, because his leg was sticking out of the car. And then he closed the door anyways. And so then his leg was just sticking straight out of the car.
Imagine if I
Wow.
put food coloring in Sprite.
Mate,
I
look
don't
at
know
that.
what would happen.
Okay. Okay, so I got like a sentence farther, or a couple sentences farther.
Wee.
And so an old man went to a grocery store, and the manager was like, "Would you like me to help you get those groceries in your car?" And so then the old man said sure. So they went to the old man's car, and
Ooh.
the manager put his groceries in his car. And then
What
the
else did he put?
manager said, "Would you like me to close the door?" And the old man said no, because his leg was like not in the car yet. But the manager did it anyways, and his leg was just sticking straight out of
Like
the
I
car.
said, she says it with more detail every time.
And then the old man's leg was just sticking straight out of the car, like it was really straight.
Good job. Descriptive. Oh my gosh, amazing. If I had to choose one descriptor for a leg sticking out of a car, it would be straight.
Okay, so then he was like, old man went to a grocery store, and the manager was like, "Would you like me to help you get those groceries in your car?" And the old man said sure. And so then after the manager put the groceries in the old man's car, the manager was like, "Would you like me to close the
your
door?"
teacher is crazy.
Oh, you watched that video? Okay. That was funny video. That laugh didn't count because I was laughing at the video. And so then the
Uh-huh.
manager was like, "Would you like me to close the door?" And the old man said no because his leg was sticking straight out of the car. The
More
manager,
detail.
sorry, the manager closed the door anyways, and his leg was just sticking like really straight out of the car. It was really straight.
Like I said, straight.
It's important to the story that you know that his leg was straight. They couldn't get the door back open again, and so the manager got scared and ran away.
How did he? Excuse. Did you forget that his leg was
No,
in the door?
The manager
So
ran
he
away.
ran away.
The manager
You
ran
guys
away. The
freaking
person that
wake
closed the
up.
door on the old man's foot. Or leg. Okay.
Oh, my
so
bad, fam.
I think I can go a little bit farther. I went farther. Okay. So an old man went to a grocery store and he
Home
got some
stretch,
groceries.
baby.
And then the manager was like, "Would you like me to help you get those groceries in your car?" And the old man said, "Sure." And so then the manager put the old man's groceries in the old man's car. And then whenever the old man was in the driver's seat, the manager was like, "Would you like me to close the door?" And the old man said no because his leg was sticking really straight out of the car. It was really straight. And so,
Gosh, what's with you and straight out of the car?
Really straight.
okay. And so the manager closed the door, and the man yelled, and which scared the manager. So then the manager ran away and just left the old man. So the old man was forced to drive himself to the hospital. And on the way to the hospital, another car came. A car came like really close to his car and knocked off his
You
leg.
should have blanked out a long time ago, bud.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh,
then-
how dare you steal my rum?
Okay, and so then whenever it got like run over, the person that ran over his leg.
How do you run over a leg sticking out of a car door?
Wait, did your car just float and then run right over it?
Okay,
Or
no, so
did
this
you
is what
float,
happened.
drop down and then run right over it?
Okay, this is what
Legs
happened.
have bones.
Okay, so since his leg was sticking like really straight out of the car, it was like the door cut off the
Straight.
leg like right above the knee, so that whenever
Oh, yeah, because you
the
forgot that somebody shot a hole through the door. Yeah.
Oh, damn, he's level 10. Yatta.
and so then the
There has to be stretches somewhere.
and so then what's it called?
Under
Whenever the car
pressure.
came by and knocked off the leg, it was like the knee and below was like on the street, and so that's whenever the back
The
tires
meme
ran
below.
over. Yeah, the knee below got cut off from the old man,
Oh.
and so then
Old
the
man.
car came and it ran it over, but then it came back and ran it over again, and then he got out of the car.
Why?
And he didn't realize, because he wasn't realizing that he was
Damn, the rude sandstorm, bro. Just come back and be like, oh, might as well finish it off.
Okay, and so then he like picked up the old man's leg and put it in the old man's trunk, and the old man was like, "Thanks, bro." And so then the old man,
Thanks, bro. You just took off my leg, but you put it back in the trunk, therefore justifying your actions.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
and so then the old man drove himself to the hospital, and then he got put on one of those beeping thingies where it like beeps to show that you're alive. But then whenever it's like a long beep, then that
Isn't
means
it
that you're
like
dead.
an MRE room?
And so then it was going beep, beep, and then it went beep, and then the old man died because of blood loss.
Funniest part, man.
You know?
I want to be included. Invite me to your group.
Oh, my Overwatch group?
Yeah.
Mm. So yeah, that was
That
the
was
old man
dope.
story. Did you like it?
What about part 2? Or
That-
part 3?
No, I combined part 1 with part 2 with part 3, because first it was just that, his
Wait,
leg.
where did part 3 fit in there, bud?
Part 3
Yeah.
is whenever he got put on the beeping thing and he went beep and died.
So, part 3 was roughly like 5
Death.
words.
No,
I'm a
because
wolf.
then
I'm Death
it was
Bird
like part 3
05.
was, he got to the hospital, and
Also, that wasn't included in any of them, right?
no,
Yeah.
because he was just that it. Because part 1 ended whenever his leg was sticking straight out of the car. Then part 2 was whenever the man ran over his leg a lot and put his leg back in the trunk. And then part 3 was
Oh,
whenever
thanks,
he drove.
bro.
Part 3 is whenever he finally got to the hospital, and then he got put on the beeping thing, and he went beep because he died of blood loss. Okay.
You would have passed out a long time ago, bud.
Pretty sure she died like 20 times already.
Okay, but I've said it
Yeah.
so many times, I think I can finally say the whole thing without laughing. Okay,
That's a lie.
I think it's true. I think I got it. So then, an old man went to a grocery store, and then the
Ye-
manager was like, "Would you like me? Okay, would you like me to help you get in your car?" The old man said, "Sure." And so then the manager walked the old man to his car and put his groceries in his car. And then whenever the old man was in the driver's seat, the manager was like, "Would you like me to close the door?" And the old man said no because his leg was sticking really straight out of the car. Like, it was really straight.
Every time. Like, really straight, man. You gotta emphasize how straight that leg was.
It's like really
Okay,
straight.
Okay, I keep on
Really
laughing at the
straight out of the
straight
car.
part. Okay.
Straight
but-
out of Compton.
Oh my
He's an
god, I
old
just
man.
T-posed. Oh my god.
An old man went to a grocery store.
Uh-huh.
The
Did he now?
manager, yeah, he did. The manager was like, "Would you like me to help you get your groceries in the car?" And so then the old man said, "Sure." And then whenever the manager put his groceries in his car, the old man got in the front seat. And the manager was like, "Would you like me to close the door?" And the old man said no because his leg was sticking really, really straight out of the car. That doesn't count as laugh though, by the way. And so then his
Yeah,
leg
it
was sticking
does.
really, no it doesn't. Oh guys. Okay, so old man went to a grocery store.
Straight leg.
You forgot about the
Not even
big
hard, bro.
Okay.
2 words.
Straight leg.
And she's already done living.
That's funny.
I'm gonna ruin your KD. Stop moving.
So, old man went to a grocery store, right? And then a manager
Yeah, right?
was like,
Yeah, right, bro.
"Would you like me to help you get your like groceries in the car?" And the old man said, "Sure." And so then,
What happened to getting in the car?
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's coming. So then, wait, what? I did only widow.
Part
He's
2.
he's already
Coming
in the
soon.
car?
Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry.
In
I'll
local
restart.
movie
I'll
theaters
restart.
this Friday.
So old man went to a grocery store.
All the details.
got some
like, you gotta
groceries.
tell us all the details. What is he wearing? What is his age? Like, how old is he?
Is he
Is
Irish?
he single?
Okay, this is
Yeah,
now
is he
Josh's
Is he
race.
single?
This is now Josh's
The
racist dad.
important
Okay,
questions.
remember Josh's racist dad.
Hey,
Sorry, I feel so
banana
bad.
from China.
Anything far from straight, bud.
I feel bad for calling your dad racist. Okay, but it's kind of true. So, Josh's dad. What's your dad's name?
She's dead.
George.
Okay, Curious George went to the grocery store and he was a really old man.
Boy.
She had the adding
Oh my god.
It's not the first time I've heard that. Yeah, okay. Real original, bud.
Oh, thank you.
It's just
Okay, so then Curious George went to
I like
the
how he's
grocery store,
calling your
and he's an
brother your
old man. And so then he went to the grocery store, and the manager was like, "Would you like me to help you get your groceries in your
No.
car?"
You're dying.
Wow, you just died. Car dead.
Okay,
Ow,
Curious George went to the grocery store. Okay, and then
I'm the only one watching your live stream.
the manager
You proud of
said,
yourself?
"Would
Oh,
you?"
Is anybody messaging?
No.
Wait, can you message in live stream?
Yeah. So then
All they're
the
saying is,
manager-
love me, Death Lord.
Love him, Death Lord.
I
Okay,
swear,
anyways,
if it's that person, they not
it's Brittany
know.
Lewis. Oh, I'm party owner. That's fun. Death Lord left us. Aw. Okay.
Yeah, just like my dad, but.
Aw. You're racist, Dad. I got it.
I swear, if it's that person.
Okay. Okay.
What have I
Curious-
done?
Clearing my throat. So, Curious George went to the grocery store, and the manager, and Curious George is a really old man. He's 90 years old. Okay, Curious George went to the grocery store. He's an old man. He's 90 years old. And so then, the manager was
You're
like,
90 years old.
"I'm 12." Okay, so
But
then-
you're still 12. Oh, wow. I'm
No,
right.
she's actually 40. Get it correct.
So then, manager was like, would you like me to help you put your groceries in your car? And then the old man, Curious George, said, sure. And so then,
Hell nah.
stop. You're making me laugh. This isn't fair. So then, old man was like, sure.
You're supposed to make us laugh, but you're just.
Yeah. It's supposed to be the other way around, bud.
Yeah.
So then, the old man was like, sure. And so,
She had to get that lip smack in there.
oh my god.
Oh, hell nah, sister. You get some sauce.
You guys already know the true story. I'm just gonna modify this story a little bit more. Oh, yeah, he gets to
Straight
listen to the
leg.
story.
Just like it's in extra detail.
Modified enough?
Yeah, this is a modified version, okay? Old man, Curious
Straight
George.
leg.
He's 80 years old. He decided to go to the grocery store to get some condoms.
Oh, and groceries, that too. Don't forget the banana.
Okay, so he went to the grocery store, right?
And some bananas on the side.
Oh my god. Ryan, please don't do that. It's like really, really bad. It's like mean. It's like abusive.
Tell me it makes you triggered.
I know, but I can't yell right now because my dad's asleep. Okay, and so Curious George went to the grocery store with his daughter, right? Or no, his son, Joshua.
Oh, get out of here.
So
She
then,
had to tell your real name.
primary fire, nomadic fire, enabled. Okay. So then, he went to the grocery store, and Joshua was like, here, Dad, I got your condoms. I got your condoms, Dad.
Extra small.
Just the way.
Just for you.
And so then, they went to the checkout line, and then,
I'm a huge fucking
and the
broadcast.
cash register was the manager, and the cash register manager was like African American, and he said, would you like me to help you get in the car? And then Curious
Cash
George.
register manager. That's quite the promotion there, bud.
Yeah, you're both.
And so then he was like,
I like
and then Joshua's dad, freaking, Curious George was like, where's your owner? Where's your owner?
Where's your owner? Where's his leash?
And so then
So
the
yes,
old
you
man,
told me.
I mean, the kid,
The kid. Descriptive, upgraded version, man.
okay. So then the manager was like, sure. Wait, what did he say
Sure,
sure
mate.
to? I forgot what did he say sure to? Okay, hang on. I have to restart the story because I just confused myself. So
Reset?
then Curious George, yeah, reset. Okay, Curious George went to the grocery store. And then with his
Oh,
son
that's
Joshua
a
to get
problem.
condoms. And so then,
No.
okay, he went to go get, like, I don't know, sex toys. Okay, so then they went to the grocery store.
This just keeps getting worse.
Wow.
Yeah, condoms.
He got to.
Like,
He went to go
great.
see. He went to go get adult DVDs, and then,
Wow. What can it be?
so then Joshua was like, "Here, Dad, here, Daddy, here, Daddy, here's your adult videos."
No, I refuse.
Gosh.
You've taken it too far, my friend.
Okay.
Definitely what you said.
Okay. So, no, because Joshua is like 5 years old. He's a smart 5-year-old. That's why he's calling his dad Daddy because, like, you know, he's kind of 5 years old. So he's like, Joshua's a horny
Like
5 years
child
old.
abuse.
I still hate you.
I'm sorry. Okay, here's this is the inappropriate version, and then after this, I'll make a child-friendly version. Okay? Okay.
But
There is no child-friendly version, bud.
Okay. So then,
No work
Joshua and his curious dad George went to the grocery store, right? Okay.
Wow, what
they
an
went to go
upgrade.
get adult videos for a movie tonight, cause what Joshua didn't know
Movie
is that
marathon.
Curious George was gonna give Joshua a pep talk when he was 5 years old, and he's already 5 years old, so he bought some special DVDs for Joshua to watch,
Pep talk for what?
to touch himself.
Mm.
And so then,
Wow, growing up real quick there, bud.
so then the manager was
How do you know I already
African-American.
don't?
Oh,
Hmm?
I know you do. But anyways, and so then the manager
Yeah, you can tell by
was-
the voice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So then the manager was African American, and Curious George was like, "Where's your owner?" And then Josh was like, "Daddy, please." And then he was like, "I'm sorry,
Daddy, no.
And then he was like, "Just excuse my daddy, please." And so then the manager was like, "Okay, son." And so then
Okay, you son boy, don't worry about it.
and so then the manager said,
As you said that, I had shot at you.
okay, so then the manager was like, I'm actually getting lightheaded right now from laughing. So, the manager was like, would you like
Yeah, son-in-law. Don't worry about it.
Wait,
We are good in the
Joshua,
crib, dog.
do you have school tomorrow? Josh?
We?
Okay, then I need to kind of hurry with this story. So then, the manager was like, I'll have you get into your car. And so then the manager put the groceries in the car, and he took little Joshy into his seatbelt. And then,
Oh no. I forgot the booster seat, man.
okay, so
Yeah.
he got
The booster seat. You know my fault, the midget.
the manager got his booster seat and put Joshy, yeah, that's the name now. Put
Joshy poo.
Joshy Poo into the booster seat and strapped him in real good. And then,
Real good.
I'm
Just like that
glad I'm
straight
not in
leg.
this story.
okay.
You're making fun of that here.
Well, where would they add in Death Lord? As soon as he dies, oh, sup, dog? Yeah, I heard you died.
Okay.
You got your legs
As
stuck
soon
in
as
the
you
door.
said as soon as you die, I die.
Shh. Okay,
Screw you.
everyone calm down, children. Okay, and so then the
Children, you're the child here.
children. Okay, and so then
I'm just innocent little Joshy
um,
poo.
the manager was like, should I
Hi,
close
Daddy.
the door? And Curious Georgie was like, Curious Georgie and Joshy. Okay, Curious Georgie was like, no, because his leg was sticking really straight out of the car. Like, it was really, really straight. Like, it was straight.
Listen,
It was as
straight,
straight
the word
as, it
straight
was as straight as
and my
donut.
dad do not go
It was-
together, my
It
friend.
was as straight as Joshua's boner.
From what? The pep talk?
No, I'll tell you that after I finish live streaming. This is a private conversation, sir. Okay, and so then, his leg was really straight out of the car, and he closed the door, and it was from like below the kneecap and stuff. His leg was sticking out of the car. They couldn't get the door back open, and Joshua was like, "Daddy, what
Unhealthy.
about our special pep talk?" And so then,
He
Joshua-
gives him the pep talk while his leg is stuck in the door.
Yeah, that's what happened. So then the manager got scared and ran away because, like,
Because of the pep talk. He got scared.
got scared because of the pep
My
talk.
parents never gave me that one. I'm out.
Was good.
Oh my god, Josh, you're missing
You
the
missed so
awesome
much,
story.
my friends.
Okay, I'm uploading it
What?
on YouTube, so just watch it from the beginning. Okay, now just shut up, okay? I'll tell it from the beginning, okay? So then, Joshy and Curious George
can't
went to the
stop
grocery
dying.
store. They went to the grocery store
Fucking
for
lie.
condoms and adult videos.
Oh.
And so, the cash
No,
register
Daddy,
was
not the
African American,
fuck.
right? And then,
Looking nerd, you killed
and so then Curious George was like, "Where is your owner?" And then Joshy was like, "No, Dad, please, sorry, just excuse my daddy." And so then, the
Daddy.
manager was like, "Would you like me to help you get into your car, sir?" And the
Adult diaper.
Curious George said, "Sure." And so then, after he finished
what
getting-
about the leash and everything? Where's your
Now, what about the leash?
then Georgie was like, "Where is
You
your
forgot
leash?"
the
As
leash.
he was. Okay, and so then
Never forget the leash, man.
This
manager
is
was
fucking
like,
wild. What happened? Yo.
racism. Okay, so then, okay, right? The manager was like, after he finished strapping in Josh really well into this booster seat.
Real well, boy.
Real well.
The fuck?
He was like, the manager asked Curious Georgie, should I close the door? And Curious Georgie said no, because his leg was really straight out of the car. It was really straight sticking out of the car. It was really straight.
Out of all the things you could have said straight, but no, you said really
It
straight.
was really straight, right?
Like a
Okay.
freaking ruler stick straight.
I don't
Because
get it.
Joshy's, like, you know.
Because
Okay,
she's
so
high,
then
just
he
shut up.
closed the door anyways, and then Georgie started yelling and was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to give my son a pep talk. So he started giving his
Oh,
son a pep
Mamma
talk
Mia.
as he was dying. And then door was like, his leg was sticking straight out of the door. And so then
Mamma
the
Mia.
manager got
No,
mad. The manager
Daddy.
got scared of the pep talk because his parents never gave him the pep talk. And so then he started to run away. And Joshy, since the manager strapped Joshy in really hard and good,
What?
he couldn't get out of the booster seat, right? And so then he couldn't help his daddy.
I swear if you said
Okay, and so started giving him the pep talk, right? And so then he was like, oh no, Joshy, we need to go to the hospital right now. And so then Georgie was like, Georgie started driving Joshy to
Red
the hospital,
sedan.
right? And since his
With a sedan.
since his door, since his leg was sticking straight out of the door, another car came by and then was like,
You
boom,
forgot
I just
really,
headshotted
really
you.
straight.
And so then, yeah, his leg was really, really straight out of the car. And so then another car came by and knocked off his leg, and then
Yo.
he ran over it. He
Yeah,
ran
things
Yo.
have gotten dark while you were gone.
I never should have left.
He
What the
never
fuck?
realized that he ran over
Hi.
the first time, but then after he backed up the car to try to help him, he ran over his leg again.
Backed it right on up, boy.
What the fuck? Holy shit.
And so then, the guy got out of his car and he's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm really
Oh,
sorry.
Mamma Mia.
He was like, I'm really, really sorry. And so then he picked up his leg and
It's alright, bro. You put it in the trunk.
You're supposed to run over it like twice.
He already did. Okay, so then he put it in the trunk, and then Georgie was like, "Oh man, thanks, bro." And so then Georgie started finished driving to the hospital, and then his doctor was Ryan, and he wanted people to refer to himself
Dr.
as
Cow.
Death Lord.
Put me in this
Because you're like, don't put me in. I'm like, I'll put you in as a doctor. And so then
No, I said don't.
let's
I
go.
don't help
Death
people,
Lord
I kill people.
started getting really horny, like really horny.
What the fuck?
After the pep talk, yeah.
Yeah. So then,
Oh crap, my smart watch put on.
Death Lord was like, as Josh, he was like, how straight was your dad's leg? And then he was like, as straight as my boner.
Not as straight as mine.
And so then, Ryan was getting really, really horny at that point. And so then,
Gosh damn it.
What is
Ryan
this?
put, Ryan Deathlord put, Georgie on the beeping machine that went beep beep whenever you're alive, and then went beep when you're dead. And so then the machine started going
Heartbeat.
beep, and then, that meant
I like
that,
how she called it beep beep and beep.
yeah,
Like,
and
it's-
yeah, beep beep is when you're alive, beep is whenever you're not. Okay.
No,
And
it's
so
a
then-
longer beep. It's like the long beep. The beep.
It was like that.
Beep.
Yeah, basically. And so then, Joshua was like, oh no, my father's dead, now I'm not, oh, wait. Yeah, and so then Ryan was like, I'm not horny anymore, that's really bad.
I'm not
And so then-
Batman,
What?
bud.
And so then he was like, oh no. And so yeah,
No,
everything
Batman,
started
yeah.
going bad because like, you know, Georgie's leg got run over. Okay, now time to see the PG version,
Because his
okay?
boner is
We're gonna
gone.
see the G version, okay? The child-friendly version. So then George went to the grocery store. He got some toys. If you know what I mean. And toys for his wife. No, he got toys for Joshy. He got toys for Joshy. And so then, the manager was like, would you like me to help you put those toys on your car?
On your car.
Of all the places it has to be my car where all the girls are at. Oh my god.
Okay, so then, Georgie was like, sure.
Oh, yes.
So then, like,
Oh my gosh, 2 hours later. You do not understand how happy I am right now.
Good for you, man.
like, I used to start laughing at the manager. Now I start laughing at
Literally anything.
His leg was so straight. Okay.
Always laugh there.
Okay, and so then his leg was like sticking straight out of the car, right? Oh wait, no, I skipped a couple of parts. Okay, so then the manager put Joshy and Georgie's toys on his car, and then after he finished putting his toys on his car, he was like, Georgie was like, Georgie was like, thanks, bro.
Georgie.
And so then the manager was like, would you like me to close the door? And Georgie was like, no, because his leg was sticking out of the car, and his leg was like really straight. It was really straight, okay? It was like super straight.
Out of the car.
Super straight out of the car, right? And so then he was like, yeah, it's straight, just like my hot dog. Like, you know what I mean? Whenever it hardens up.
You know that corn dog we bought from Super Ray earlier? Yeah, that one.
And so then, Georgie started panicking and was like, okay, I'll give my son the pep talk about life now. And so he started giving him the pep talk as he was getting a boo-boo on his leg. He started getting a boo-boo on his leg, and the manager ran away because his parents never gave him the talk. And so then
he was scared.
Since Joshy got like really scared, Georgie started driving, and then another car came and gave his leg a big boo-boo, and then gave it another boo-boo and another boo-boo, and so then he got out of the
took
kid
off
that was
to the sky.
Yeah, and the kid was giving the kid that ran over Georgie's leg many times and gave it not run it over, he just gave his leg a boo-boo. And so then
Yeah, boo. What happened to GG?
And so then he gave him a boo-boo, right? And then he was like, I'm sorry. And then he put his leg, his leg was fine.
Sorry,
he just gave his boo-boo into the trunk. He showed his boo-boo the trunk. And so then the old man, Georgie, was like, thanks, bro. And so then he finished driving to the hospital.
Gave me a kiss, boo-boo.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro.
And so then, Georgie drove Joshy and himself to the hospital. And then, Ryan was there, Death Lord. And he started like feeling this. His hot dog wanted to find watermelon. Let's just say that. And so then,
What?
his hot dog wanted to find a watermelon.
Since when did the watermelon Fine. You know what's fine.
I don't get it either.
Okay, so then,
There is a multitude of other things you could have said, but no, watermelon.
Okay, so since Ryan wanted his
Ryan's over there
banana in a watermelon, he tried to save
Why watermelon?
Fine, since Ryan wanted to eat watermelons, like he wanted to eat them really good, and so he wanted to eat the watermelons, and so then he tried to save Georgie, and he put Georgie on the beeping machine that went beep beep whenever you're alive, and then it went beep when you're dead. And so
died.
Then, as soon as he put him on, and he said,
End of story.
As soon as Ryan was like, "Where's your watermelon, Joshy?" And then he was like, "How soft is?" And then he asked Joshy, "How soft is your dad's watermelon?" And then he was like, "My dad doesn't have a watermelon."
How does he have a water?
Then Joshy was like, "My dad doesn't have a watermelon. He has a hot dog." And he was like, "Oh,
Actually,
no,
the correct
I don't
term is
like
he
hot
does have a
dogs."
watermelon, bud.
Okay, so then he put him on the beeping machine and he died, and he was like, "Oh no!" And then Ryan didn't want to eat the watermelon anymore.
Mamma mia, he's dead.
Ryan didn't want to eat his watermelon anymore. He didn't want to eat his hot dog anymore. He was just like really like he wanted to give himself a
He was
boo boo in the
eating his
head.
own hot
He wanted to
dog,
give
or-
himself no, and so
I
then
wish
he
I
wanted
had
to
that
give
power,
himself a
man.
boo boo
Ryan,
in the
you
head,
lucky son.
right? And so then he wanted to give himself a boo boo in the head, like with that pew pew thing that goes pew pew.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
You know,
Yeah.
the pew pew.
And so
The
then
pew pew.
he, since Ryan was really depressed, he went home. I mean, he wasn't depressed, he was just sad. And so then he went home, and then he started, eating his own hot dogs.
That's fucking weird.
Coming to
Bro.
theaters near you.
If I go 5 vanilla again, I'm gonna scream.
Overall, everybody dies.
Okay, and then he gave himself a pew pew in the head, and then Joshy went to go find Ryan, found out that Ryan gave himself a pew pew in the head while while eating a hot dog.
Oh,
His
it
hot
literally
dog.
took me 5 minutes to figure out what pew pew meant.
A gun.
This is
No, a
child-friendly,
Nerf
Josh.
gun.
Shh. Okay,
Oh.
so and so then Joshy was like, "Oh no, he's the closest thing I had to my dad since he wanted to
My actual
eat-
one left me.
since my actual one died." And
I mean,
this-
he
and
played
then-
hide and go seek for a very long time.
Yeah, he played hide and go seek. So he's like, maybe
That's actually true.
maybe he's just joking. And so then he got Ryan and he started sucking. I mean, he wasn't sucking it. He was just eating.
Why you always go with sucking? What the frick?
He
Succulent.
started eating his hot dog
Juicy.
to see if his juicy hot dog would
You
come
know
back to
what?
life. But I mean, not back to life. If it would stop playing jokes on him and stop playing hide and seek and stuff. And so then it wouldn't. And so then
And stuff.
Joshy got really depressed. So then Joshy went home. And then he looked
You
at
mean
his
sad?
yeah.
This is PG, right?
Yeah.
Got
You
really-
mean sad.
he got really sad, and he went home, and then he found his pew pew gun, and then he found like these adult videos that he remembered that his dad got. He started watching the adult videos, then he started touching his hot dog a lot.
Sounds a lot like your dad, Josh. Remember the things you
Nah,
found in
bro.
the basement?
And then he started
Oh, yeah.
touching his hot dog
Fucking
a lot
porn
while
stash.
watching. He started touching his hot dog while watching the adult videos, and then he became kind of happy. But then he realized that everyone was like dead. I mean, everyone was playing hide and seek
Kind
with him.
Dead. What?
He realized everyone was playing hide and seek with
She
him.
keeps flipping in between PG and not PG.
I know.
She's like, and then he got a boo boo. Then he found out they were all dead. He also suffered depression. I mean, he was sad.
And so then Joshy was like, "This feels so good, but I don't like this." He found out.
Conflicting emotions.
I know. And so then
How do you know?
Joshy, because Joshy told me, and so then Joshy was like, "Well, whenever I play with myself,
Joshy, what you been teaching Zoe?
whenever a lot of things,
Nothing.
whenever," and then Josh was like, "Whenever I play with myself, I feel happy." And so then he was like, "Maybe if I just come playing myself, I don't remember my
Come play with me
those
too.
two people." Those people are like being meanies to me, and like they won't tell me where they're hiding and stuff because
Hey,
they want
Ryan,
to play
I
hide
mean,
and
not
seek
Ryan.
forever.
Josh,
And so then
you told her
Um,
about girly watch, or is that just something in between us?
Something in between us.
and so then
Okay, good.
Don't worry, man.
Let's keep it that way.
And so then Joshy was like, "Well, let me just keep on playing with myself, and then I'll be happy." And so then he kept on playing with himself for like a really long time. He played himself
A
with
really
himself
long
for like a
2
couple of
hours?
years.
Damn.
No, a couple of years,
My hot
like
dog being
non-stop.
red.
A couple years? Yo! If you do it that much, your dick would have like, fell off by now.
Rug
Holy
burn.
shit.
This is PG Josh. It's his hot dog, not his other thing.
Oh yes, I apologize. Hot dog.
Okay. So then his hot dog felt like really sore, and it started to turn
I
purple.
wonder why.
Hmm.
This boy has one-handed skill of like, he has one arm and he just.
One-handed skill
Bruh,
100, yo.
I know.
Whenever he went to
You
the
don't
doctor,
look like a fucking gorilla on one
he
arm.
went to the doctor to ask the doctor why his hot dog
One
was so
Punch
red,
Man.
and like it started hurting a lot. And his doctor was a
Your
girl.
diagnosis.
And so then
My
he
hot dog
started-
hurts. Symptoms.
She's dead. She's
Extreme pain in the hot dog.
Okay, and so
Excruciating pain.
You see?
dead. About to fall off.
I
No.
quit. Look at the
and so
messages.
then his hot dog was like, I mean, his doctor was a girl, and he was like, "Doctor, my hot dog feels bad." And he was like, and the doctor's like, "Oh no!" And the doctor like,
I know how you
played-
feel,
the
child.
The doctor played hide and seek with her.
Yeah.
The doctor played hide and seek with her clothes, and then she told
fuck?
told Josh, "Let's
What?
play." And so then Josh and her started playing, and like Josh started like playing with her watermelon.
Playing together. Oh,
Yeah, Josh
Oh.
was playing with her watermelon.
Ooh.
While,
Oh, he's
there goes-
gone.
Josh was
He's
playing
gone. He can't handle the.
you guys are just tapping into my fantasies.
With, okay.
He can't handle
Oh
it.
god. Okay, so then Josh was playing with her watermelon, and then she was playing with his hot dog, and then he was like, "Please don't play with my hot dog. It feels really bad." And then he stopped playing with her
He was
watermelon.
like, I'd do whatever I want.
And then she was like,
Ketchup.
"Oh no, what's
Get that
wrong?" And I said,
ketchup.
"I told you, I've been playing with myself for 2 years because my friends left me." And so then
2 years straight. Wait, were you just like, oh yeah, Georgie, oh yeah, I can't believe you did, oh yeah.
Okay, and so then the doctor like, "Don't worry, we can be together forever." So then the doctor showed
Bruh.
Joshy the secret cabinet in the doctor's office.
Man,
They stayed
I
in the
wish this was my
cabinet.
real life.
They stayed in the cabinet forever, and
Bruh.
Josh started like every morning would play with her watermelon.
Question, was she hot? That's the
She
question.
was she was fat, and so then
Out of
Ew.
10, what would she be?
like
Yeah,
one,
out of
she has
10.
diabetes, and she's like 200
Ooh.
pounds. She's
Ooh.
fat, and
Ooh.
she has like
That's hot.
okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Look like a caterpillar.
Oh god. Okay, And so then she started playing
Super
with this
thick.
hot dog, and then since
So many
she
legs.
started encouraging him, he started gaining weight. Joshy started gaining weight, like a lot of weight,
I
and
thought
then
I was
he
playing
ended
with
up.
her watermelon, but actually it was her lumps.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, and so then,
Damn,
Josh,
Joshy.
it's a little bit lower.
wait, I still don't know what Josh I'm talking about, but okay. So then,
The other one.
then
The other
Joshy
one.
was like, kept playing with her watermelon. And I was like, oh yeah, I like this game. And then, she was like, oh yeah, I like this game too. And then she started like going like,
I
oh
like
yeah,
this
oh
game.
yeah, like stuff like that a lot.
I love
so
this game.
And so then,
Like
there-
Truth or Dare, but better.
And so then, one time, Joshy made a bad mistake, and he made the mistake of playing
I
with her
missed.
watermelon, whenever
Like-
she was asleep.
I released my ketchup inside her watermelon.
Oh
What a
yeah,
mistake.
and so yeah, I
Bro.
forgot about that part. And so then Joshy released his hot dog ketchup. I mean his hot dog ketchup inside of her watermelon, and then like
Maybe.
an orange came out of her, and then like
What?
it makes sense.
Excusez-moi.
And so
An
then
orange?
after that, yeah, an orange came out of her. And so
That's a
then
pretty big orange then. Jeez.
Why an orange of all things?
I don't know. Okay, and so then
A
she decided to
squash.
kill herself because Joshy was paying more attention to the baby.
PG.
I mean,
What?
She decided
Like
to play
Logan
with the
Paul
pew
all over
pew,
again.
and then she started playing with the pew pew, and gave her an owie in the head with the pew pew, and then it was only Joshy and his son. Wait, yeah, no, daughter. His daughter.
What?
It was only
What?
Joshy and
Oh,
his
the
daughter.
oranges are female, confirmed.
Wow.
And then, Joshy was like, I missed your mom so much. And then, Joshy bought the orange,
I remember all the
a
games
cute
we played
dress.
together.
Yeah, she was like, I remember all the games we played together. And then Joshy said, let's play hide and seek with our clothes. And the daughter was like, okay. And so then Joshy started playing with her watermelon. And then he basically started like doing things to her that she didn't approve of. He started like playing games with her that she didn't like. Let's just say that. And so then
Ooh.
Why not? I heard girls like that. What?
it's called rape. It's called rape. Okay.
Exactly.
So then,
and incest, actually.
Oh yeah.
Disgusting.
And so then
I'm not
he was
even-
like,
I didn't know
can't
you were into
take
that,
this world
Josh. Jeez.
anymore. And then
I'm sorry, man. I couldn't resist.
he was like, I couldn't
My
take this
manly
anymore.
urges.
And then
The
he
hell?
ended up like playing with her watermelon too much. And then another hot dog found out, like not his hot dog, but like a different hot dog that was like the top hot dog.
What?
Nani?
Like a cop,
A
basically.
blue hot dog that ate donuts, yeah, huh?
Yeah, a blue hot dog that ate donuts. Found out, and it was like, oh
Okay.
no. And so then the blue hot dog slapped Joshy's red hot dog because his hot dog's still red because he's been playing with it for 2 years. And then and then the blue hot dog
Probably
started
has
playing
cancer
with the
from all
watermelon.
that.
And Joshy got
How
depressed.
do I
and
not
then
have erectile dysfunction?
Joshy started
That's
playing with
questionable.
started playing with his hot dog too much and ended up killing himself. I mean, not killing himself. He ended up
I went pew pew.
he ended up going away for a long time and no one ever saw him again. Okay, and then the blue
Wonder
hot
why.
dog started playing with the little girl's watermelon, which wasn't a little girl anymore. And then
That's wild.
she was I know, right?
This wild
So much
boy.
happened while you were gone. Inappropriate.
Not even some good stuff no more.
I know.
How old
I
is
can-
the
I can- I
I
can
mean
see.
blue hot dog?
Blue hot
Yeah,
dog
how old
is
is blue
16.
hot
No,
dog?
blue hot dog is 60.
16, a 16-year-old
I
cop.
said 60.
Bruh.
I said 60.
Yo.
Oh, okay.
60.
I was
And
like,
then the
nibba.
watermelon,
60. What?
the orange watermelon, was the daughter of Donald Trump, and she was
Oh.
17.
I thought he was mine.
No.
But okay.
Remember, Joshy, you played with the pew pew too much, and your hot dog.
Yeah, but
And
with a
so-
fat girl. I didn't know she was Melania Trump. Thank you.
Okay, and so then, the hot dog, the blue hot dog, started playing with the watermelon, and then found out
Are you
that
still
the
broadcasting?
watermelon, yeah, then
She
found
is.
out the watermelon
Oh my
dad
goodness.
found
Oh
out.
my god.
The, the watermelon dad found out, and so then,
Good lordy.
I know, right? Then the watermelon's dad
Gotta keep
found
this
out,
clean.
and the watermelon's dad was like, "Oh my God,
Ad revenue.
you play
Oh,
games
no.
with my daughter that I
There
did
it
not approve of."
goes.
And so then the orange watermelon challenged the
I
hot
kicked his
dog.
ass. I mean, I went pew pew.
Challenged the hot dog to a fight, and the.
You mean a play date.
Yeah, play date.
Or whatever.
Yeah, play date.
Sure.
And then the
Rap battle.
watermelon ended up eating the like, you know, playing with the hot dog too much.
What?
So then the
What?
blue hot dog went bye bye.
Well, many people have eaten my hot dog, man. Like, how is it still there?
No, we're
know.
talking about the cop, remember?
You keep
Flat out
asking,
falling
asking
off.
for donors.
Okay, yeah, keep on asking for donors. And then this is where it gets really crazy.
That moment when you ask for anal and she comes
Georgie
with
came
the
back to
strap on.
life, right? Georgie came back to life. Josh is racist dad. I
Wow.
mean, not racist. He just didn't like some people. He was a
Specific people.
Of specific Crayola colors.
Crayola colors, dude. Gnarly.
Sponsored by
Then
Crayola.
Georgie came back
Get
to
my
life
merch
and
in
started
stores now.
bringing back Joshy and other Joshy, and then Georgie was like, look, Joshy, I found you a friend. His name is Joshy, and then they both, Georgie killed. I mean, he didn't kill himself. He just played with a pew pew gun.
You
I
ran
mean,
pew pew.
He played with the pew pew, and so then both Joshies started playing with each other, and they
Why
had,
does
they had a
everyone
lot
go
of
pew pew
fun.
the exact same way out? Like they all.
I don't get it.
So then both Joshies started.
Where do they
playing with
keep
each
finding this magical pew pew
I don't
weapon?
know. And so then both Joshies started
Does
playing
everyone
with
have
themselves.
them with them?
I mean, yeah, both Joshies started playing with themselves in a room, and then they saw each other.
Okay,
playing
when
with
was there two?
themselves. Because remember, Georgie brought Joshy back to life, and then Georgie was like, "Look, Joshy,
Can
I
you
found
tell
you a
me the
friend.
whole
His name is
family
also
tree now?
Joshy." I don't think I can do that. Okay, and so then Joshy, both Joshies were playing with themselves, playing with their hot dogs, and then they
Oh,
saw each
gosh.
other playing with their own hot dogs, and they're all
Oh,
like,
you're
"Let's
okay.
do it for each other." They're like, "Okay."
What the
So then
fuck?
they started playing with each other's hot dogs.
No, I
and
do
they
not
started-
approve of this
Yo.
story. Thank you.
They started eating each
This
other's
isn't
hot
PG
dogs,
clean
and it
anymore.
became really.
This isn't clean anymore.
Mm,
And then Joshy
Jesus.
Joshy was like,
Yo,
"Oh yeah,
Josh,
I
you wanna
like
know
this."
something?
And the other
They
Joshy was like,
finished
"Ah."
Girly Watch 3.
And so then
Oh wow.
like they started eating each other's hot dog, and then Joshy's hot dog fell out first. It was like half gone because Joshy started biting on Joshy's
Half
hot dog.
gone. Half gone.
Bruh, how
What?
does my hot dog turn into a nub?
So then it got really small. And then,
What?
Then,
Yeah,
oh, don't leave, Joshy.
I'm not going to.
Okay, and so then other Joshy
You ain't leaving
was
this
like,
hot dog no time soon.
And so then other Joshy was like, don't worry, I'll bring it back to life, and started playing with his hot dog again, started eating his hot dog, ate his hot dog a little bit too much, and it fell off, and Joshy couldn't get his hot dog back, so then Joshy got mad at Joshy, and Joshy was like, let me eat your hot dog, then he's like, and then Joshy was like, I like to see you try, so then Joshy started
I'd
eating.
like to see you try.
I'd
What
like
a
to see
threat.
you try.
I'm such a boss.
Fuck.
And so then Joshy was like, I bet
What?
you can't. Oh no. Joshy.
Oof.
Oh,
Like, he been
no.
playing with his hot
Okay,
dog
you're
too
still here.
much.
Okay, and so then Joshy bit off Joshy's hot dog, and I mean, he didn't bite it off. He was just playing with it, and so then he played with it a little bit too
And then
much.
it fell
and they
off
both
magically.
yeah.
Wow.
No, and then they both got into a car
There's a
the
lot of
wrong way
ketchup
after
involved.
they took some drugs. I mean, not drugs. They
No.
just took.
You keep flipping in between PG and not PG.
They took
Just call
some
them happy stuff.
happy stuff that made their hot dogs grow bigger.
Oh wow.
And so then
Sponsored by
They both-
Viagra.
so then they both took those pills, and while they're, I mean, not pills, stuff. And so then,
Vitamins.
Vitamins, yo.
and so then
Gummy
while they're
vitamins,
both getting
especially.
into the car, they didn't,
That
they
moment
played
when you
hide and
take
seek
3
with their
vitamins
car.
and you're like,
I mean,
yeah.
They played hide and seek with their clothes, and so then they didn't, their cars went, I mean, their clothes went away, and while they're getting into the
This is
car,
getting out of hand.
they were getting into their car, and their hot dogs got stuck in the door. It was really straight. It was like really, really straight. And so it was just sticking out
Can
of the
you
car.
stop talking about me and Josh's hot dogs for like a second?
Okay.
Or do you have something to do with them? Hmm?
No, after this, the car became really red.
How do you know
Red and
about all
white.
this? How do you even
Because-
know what you're saying is true?
Because Joshy told me. Okay, and so
God
then,
damn it, Josh.
Who's Josh?
You're a bad
I didn't do
father.
shit. I didn't do shit.
okay, and so then
I know it
Joshy,
wasn't me.
both
Boy.
Joshy and Joshy's hot dogs got stuck in the car. car door, and they had to drive to a hospital. And both cars came by both sides of the car and like like took off their
Bro,
hot
they had to
dogs.
be within like 2 centimeters within the car to hit his.
Oh no, but
Bruh.
remember you guys both took happy stuff that made your hot dogs real bigger.
Mhm.
That stuff doesn't work. You didn't know.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
It just made it hurt more.
Wait, what happens if a girl takes it?
You don't want to know.
Peanut. Yeah. It something magically grows. Okay. Let's just say that.
Okay, and
put
so
it
then
that way.
both of their hot dogs
Yeah.
went bye-bye for a long time, and then they both
Bye-bye.
decided they lost
Bye
their...
bye.
So then, yeah, they both went bye-bye, and then, yeah, their hot dogs were gone forever, and so they both just decided
Ouch.
to play with each other's holes.
Ow, my.
You're into anal, my guy?
They started to play with each other's holes
No,
because
I didn't know
there
you
wasn't a
like
hot
that.
dog anymore.
Well, I don't complain, girl.
Oh, okay. And so then,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
and so then they started
Let me
playing
just go back
with-
to my sausage story. Don't worry.
What?
I just love talking about your guys' hot dogs that are no longer existing.
Okay, so then they started
Non-existent
playing with
hot
each other's
dogs.
holes because their hot dogs were gone. And then
Which one?
both of you guys did.
Which one? Like no,
Josh,
like
there's
which
ears,
which hole?
there's mouth.
Which hole?
Oh, right.
Which
There's-
hole?
His hot dog, his missing hot dog hole. And so then.
Ew! That's a lot of ketchup.
Okay, and so then they started playing each other's hot dog holes, and then Josh was like, I can't take this anymore, and grabbed the pew pew gun and shoved,
Pew pew.
and shoved it up his hole.
Pew pew.
His missing.
Would that really kill me though?
Shoved it up his
Of course it
missing
would
Or
hot
would
kill
I?
you.
Yeah, because
It's so it's a
it
lot.
went from the middle part up to the
Oh, so I
brain.
pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, you pew.
I thought I was just using it for pleasure.
You went the pew pew. And
That's
so then
wild.
Hey, it's black.
he pulled it,
Everything
and then Josh was like, I can't take this anymore. My fister isn't here anymore. And so then Joshy decided to do the
Excuse
same
me?
thing and got the pew pew and shot it up his other hole. And yeah, that's the end of the old man story. I'm gonna stop the live stream now.
Wanna know how many hours?
It took it actually won't say, that's depressing.